Sri Anandamayi Ma ki Jai. Advice for Daily Living by Anandamayi Ma. This daughter of yours implores you all to do one thing, my good fathers and mothers. You are anxious to obtain relief from all the ills you are burdened with. You know, when a person is ill, he requires both a right diet and medicine. Your medicine is the repetition of the divine name and contemplation of its meaning. Your daily diet will be self-control. Practice these two together on one special day in the week, or in a fortnight, or at least on one day in the month. The more you can, the better. You should observe the following rules during that special day of devotion. First, observe truth in speech, thought, and action. Second, extreme simplicity in food and dress. Third, keep the mind serene for that day, preferring the eternal to the temporal. With keen devotion, dwell constantly on His forms, His messages to man, and His glories as revealed in the Gita. Fourth, try during that day always to bear in mind that God sends all the worries of life for edifying yourself. Fifth, keep up a spirit of service for that day, believing that your parents, teachers, children, wives, neighbors are all so many channels through whom your service to them always reach Him. Sixth, ever strengthen the conviction that you are dwelling in truth, growing in the bosom of the good and losing yourself to find Him more and more from day to day. Seventh, ever remember that the joys and sorrows of the world are fleeting shadows of your own self. Playing with the divine forces brings in everlasting peace and happiness. Eighth, give your mind a long rope to play with Him. Rejoice in the beauties of His forms, attributes, and graces, and in what is stated about Him in the Shastras, or what has been said about Him by the saints of all lands. Ninth, when you feel you are not progressing spiritually, always think that you alone are responsible for the setback. Fortify your will with more and more strength, with a purer or higher ego sense. That is, I must call out His name. I will worship Him. I must learn to love Him. This I-ness pointing to God is better than the self-ego. 10th, last. Remember always during the whole day, repetition of His name has enough power to wash away all sins, if there be any, whether of this life or of the past ones. Sri Anandamayi Ma ki Jai.